उनमें कितनी ताकत होती है।
In a way, the lack of a very abundant supply of water has contributed to preserving land for the cultivation of traditional, high nutrition value grains like coarse millets. Although poor, with their days full of hard labour, using the simplest of implements to work the land, these people seem content. They don't have to work to earn money to buy gadgets that they will end up not using anyway. It strikes me that sometimes you may just be blessed not having too much. I don't know. Back from my trek into the valley, I dropped by at Tara Shop, one of the favourite hangouts for the large foreign community that has made Almora their home. To my surprise, I discover an entire range of local organic products on display, made by a company called SOS Organics. Grains of all kinds, herbal teas, handmade soap and cream, natural food supplements and more.
Namaste.
Mr. Tara, the owner of the shop, tells me it would be quite simple for him to arrange a meeting with the people who own SOS Organics. They live a stone's throw away.
So as far as I can gather from the directions I've been given, this is where I can find the guys from SOS Organics. I'm trying to find them, as I'm determined to find out how the pure ingredients from the mountains here in the Himalayas find their ways to the shop shelves, in the supermarkets, in America, Europe, and other places here in India.
I've just been introduced to a company called SOS Organics that markets organic produce from the Himalayas. The owner of the shop where I found their products has arranged a meeting with the people who run SOS Organics.
I'm looking for Santosh from SOS Organics.
It's me.
That's you?
Yeah.
Perfect. Hi, how you
Who are
doing?
you?
I'm Nathan.
Oh, hello.
You're expecting me?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
heard about
good.
you coming here. Very nice. This is Mowgli.
Hey, Googling. Impressive place you've got here.
Yeah, that's the old forest ranger house.
Uh-huh.
Offer from Israel.
Uh-huh. Hi, Offer.
He's
Nice.
our
Nice to meet
partner in the company. And Yfat.
you. Yfat, pleasure.
We are a group of foreigners and Indian who live together and try to express our lifestyle in the products we are producing. And everything we are doing is something which we have been eating ourselves or using ourselves, developed it for ourselves, and now we are bringing it into the market. So we traveled very far and we did a couple of very interesting treks to get to remote places where people grow herbs, in all the remote villages where everyone is still growing in the old biodiversity and the old traditional way of agriculture.
It's time for lunch and Santosh invites me to stay.
This looks absolutely delicious. Brown rice I haven't had for months. And this is kidney beans?
And then all the seasonings we are making. And then we make a gomasio.
Gomasio, yes please. Gimme, gimme, gimme.
Santosh tells me he's been in India for 27 years now.
Great.
He is married to Amrita, who hasn't been able to join us for lunch because she's busy packaging samples of SOS products that need to be dispatched urgently to the United States. They are negotiating a new contract to supply organic herbal teas to a major buyer there. Amrita is in charge of designing all the packaging and, of course, seeing to it that it gets done on time. Offer and Yfat, originally from Israel, have now lived in India for over 16 years. They have two lovely daughters who were born in India, Morni and Dara, and they speak perfect Hindi.
What are you guys up
India has always been their home.
What are you making?
Morning.
Roses.
Morning. Yes.
Are they organic?
They're made from ribbons.
Organic ribbon.
Preparation of sourdough bread.
So what kind of flour do you use for this?
Many times I use sprouted wheat, sprouted rye, oats, amaranth flour.
Industrial breads usually lack taste and have a poor shelf life. Also, bread made from white flour only contains the inner part of the cereal kernel, and that means low fiber content. The use of sourdough is a natural, additive-free method for improving the shelf life, flavor, texture, and nutritional value of bread made of whole grains. During the fermentation process of sourdough, organic acids are formed. Precursors of flavor, such as amino acids, and flavor-active components are also formed. Offer's bread has risen well, and now it's time for it to go into the oven. Offer went to university in Israel, specializing in conventional agriculture. Later, he met a teacher who converted him to organic farming. He handles the procurement of produce for the company and is in charge of quality control. He also designs cost-effective and fuel-efficient water heaters, ovens, water harvesting systems, and even wheelbarrows. He takes his inspiration from local methods and gadgets and then improves on them to make them more efficient and eco-friendly. Besides trying to earn a basic living from their business, the folks at SOS Organics are always very conscious that they must contribute to preserving the invaluable ecosystem of the Himalayas. They inform me that it's a very fragile ecosystem, threatened by the rampant denudation of forest cover. Santosh even goes to the extent of saying that if a greater awareness is not created to preserve the environment, the Himalayas won't last more than another 30 years. And that is not very happy news for anyone. Tomorrow I'm going to understand how the SOS gang runs their business and at the same time makes it their business to look after the fragile ecosystem of the Himalayas. When we return, we will see how a small group of people can make a difference to something as mighty as the Himalayas. Santosh wants to show me the production unit of SOS Organics, which is located in a nearby village. I'm really curious to know how Santosh first came to India, and what is it that made him stay for 27 years.
Actually, I'm a clinical psychologist, and I came to India to find out more about myself. I had very serious questions in my mind, and I wanted to find the answers.
Did you find out the answers to those questions you had in your head?
Yeah, I do feel. Yes. It resulted into a positive lifestyle.
And why of all the places in India did you choose to come to the Himalayas?
Because it's a place of serenity and beauty and solitude and abundance of nature.
It's a very powerful place where a lot of energy starts with regards to water and weather.
And we feel everything growing in the Himalayas is carrying this energy. All the plants, the grains, are so exposed to these extreme conditions of sun and weather, wind and rain, and therefore they're carrying a strong life energy.
The production unit of SOS Organics is located in the village of Chetai, in a traditional local house that the company rents from Amaji. These traditional houses are becoming rarer and rarer. Everyone is making modern concrete ones now, but this exquisite wood carving is very much a part of traditional Kamani houses. The company employs women from the village to hand process their produce. Rhododendron flowers. They grow wild in the forest. SOS Organics mixes them with holy basil to make a herbal tea that is good to balance blood pressure. Offer tells me that by making the rhododendron tree important to local villagers as a source of income, they are protecting it from being chopped for firewood. Yifat's workshop, where she makes her apricot oil-based chemical-free cream and exotic handmade soaps. She's been making her own soap for as long as she can remember.
Soap is thousands of years old. Every woman used to make this at her house, for the household, for the bath, for the clothes, for the dishes, for everything. And basically the sodium hydroxide, which is the thing that makes the saponification, is a byproduct of ash. And when women used to cook on the fire and they have the ash, so they use this to wash the dishes. And together with the fat that was in the pots, it created a saponification. So that's the soap.
As Yifat mentioned, all soap uses sodium hydroxide, which is a very dangerously alkaline substance. Her handmade soaps are cured for a minimum of 6 weeks to allow their alkalinity to neutralize. With commercially produced factory soaps, the process of curing is quickened by using chemicals that are harmful to the skin and to the environment.
So the base of the soap is the same. It's just the different herbs and different dyes and different essential oils that I'm using. So we have marigolds, we have rhododendrons, we have rosemary, thyme, These are some of my experiments. So this one is like a chocolate chip mint with a peppermint essential oil, which is cool and fresh, and it matches some Ayurvedic requirements for some characters of people.
In the workshop, the women have started popping amaranth seeds. Amaranth is the world's most nutritious grain, nature's miracle for meeting human food needs. It has more protein, fibre, calcium, iron and vitamin A than any other cereal. Its leaves and stems are very tasty when tender, and they provide 2 to 3 times the nutrients of any other vegetable.
Before eating this organically grown amaranth seed, it has to be puffed. So what we've got here is some of the SOS girls puffing every half a handful by hand in this very traditional way before it can be packed and sold to the consumers.
Santosh takes me around the property to give me an idea of the future plans of SOS Organics.
So this is the place where we want to build the cottages. So you can oversee the valley, you feel free like a bird. And adjoining we are building the production unit, our natural cosmetic factory, just over here. And then slowly we're going to have some cottages with a small kitchen attached, where people can come for a longer time if they want to stay here, have organic foods, enjoy the mountains, go for treks.
So there you have it. 4 people from different parts of the world, all coming together in the Comoan mountain range with the possibility of fulfilling their dreams. Many of us think about getting away from it all, from leaving the rat race. But how many of us actually have the courage to do it?
As for me, I'm a traveller. Santosh and company have given me the names of a number of people that I should meet and places I must visit in the area. So I'll be hitting the road soon to continue my organic farming odyssey, my quest for the miracle foods concealed in the folds of the Himalayas, to bring you amazing stories of what we eat and how it grows under the sun. Keep watching, and soon you will be able to make informed choices about the kind of food you want to eat. Join me next week to share my new landscapes, to visit remote farms, to meet people who dare to be different.